Hello everyone. So in today's video we are going to discuss how to use the round, minimum and average SQL functions using the inner join function for our SQL table. So what we have here is our question number 29, question set 29, which is based on the data given in question number 17 and 18. So our first question: find all the marks obtained by the students in all the subjects in the first term to the integer. Alright, so let's answer this first question. Alright, so our first question asks us to find all the marks obtained by the students in the subject in the first term to the nearest integer. So let's write this. So we can answer this question in two ways. So we can round the mark from the student exam mark record. Then we need to join in inner join exam term on the student exam mark record dot exam term underscore exam term ID. Alright, so our condition is going to be where term name is equal to first term. Alright, so let's run this query, and we have all the marks here. So we have 8 students, but exam term exam underscore term dot term name. So yeah, and we are supposed to join it to exam term dot term ID. Alright, so we have 24 results here. 24. So this is one way of getting the rounded off integers. The other way is to cast this mark as unsigned. So we are changing this form to unsigned, and basically if we run this again we get the same answer. So yeah, that's the answer for our first question. Let's move on to our next question. Our second question: find the average 2 decimal places in the marks obtained by the students for the first term mathematics subject. Alright, so let's answer this question in our Heidi SQL. So for our second question, we need to find the average of mathematics, all the students marks in the mathematics subjects for the first term up to 2 decimal places. So we can select round, and we're going to round the average mark, round it off, and yeah, up to 2 decimal places is what we are going to round it off up to. And we are going to name this table as term 1 average maths mark. Alright, so we're taking this from the student exam mark record. So here we are going to join in 2 tables, the exam term table and the subject table, because those are the 2 tables which have been mentioned here. Student exam mark record dot exam term underscore term ID is equal to exam term dot term ID. Alright, next we are going to inner join our subject table on student exam mark record exam mark record dot subject underscore subject ID is equal to the subject tables subject underscore ID column. Alright, so here we are going to have the exam term dot term name as the first term, and subject dot subject name as mathematics. So these are the values according to our question. Now we're going to click on search and see if we get our answer. Yeah, so we made a small typing error here. This should be from. So we have the average maths marks as 71.84. So this is the answer for this question. Let's move on to our third question. And our third question, what is the lowest mark obtained for the science subject in all term examinations of all the students in class 11A? Alright, so let's answer this question. So our third question asks us to select the minimum student exam mark record. So basically the minimum mark of the science subject in all term examinations from the students of the class 11A. So student exam mark record of mark. So we're taking this from the student exam mark record table. Exam mark record table. So we are going to have to join all the four columns for this all the four tables for this query. Exam mark record dot subject underscore subject ID is equal to subject dot subject underscore ID. Then we are going to join in next our student table, student on student exam mark record dot student index number is equal to student dot index number. Alright, next we are going to join in the class table in a join class on student exam mark record, exam mark record on the student table, then the class is equal to the class ID, class underscore ID. Alright, next we're going to join in our exam term table on student exam mark record, is equal to student exam term dot term ID. Okay, so here we're going, the condition is going to be where the subject name is equal to science and the class name and name is equal to 11A. Alright, so let's search this query. So we have it. Okay, search this query. So in on clause, so we have made a small error. Let's see what we have done wrong. So select the minimum mark from student exam mark record in a joint subject on subject. Okay, in a joint class. Okay, so there's no problem. So they're saying there is no student exam mark record, but there is a table called student exam mark record. So our problem should be Okay, so this is the problem. Student exam mark record that exam term underscore exam term ID. Now when we search this, we have our minimum value as 23.5. So this is the answer for our third question. Let's move on to our fourth question. Our fourth question: find the average of the marks obtained in Amanda Moses's second term mathematics, science and Sinhala language literature subjects. Alright, so let's answer this question. So the fourth question basically asks us for the average mark of Amanda Moses's second term subjects. So we just need the name as term 2. Find the average. Yeah, term 2 Amanda Moses. Average is what we will name this column from student exam mark record. We are going to join in 3 columns: the student table on student exam. Next we are going to join in the subject table. Alright, then we are going to join in exam term table, exam term on student exam mark record, exam mark record dot exam term underscore term ID is equal to exam term dot term underscore ID. Alright, so here where the student's first name is equal to Amanda, and the student's last name is equal to Moses, and exam term is going to be the second term. Is equal to second term. Alright, so let's run this query. So we have the average marks as 88.62. Let's check the total here. So Amanda Moses is our fourth student. We have the term to 85.8. We have 85 again, and we have 95. So yeah, that's the answer for our fourth question. Let's move on to our final question. And our final question: find the average 2 decimal places in the marks obtained by the student in class 11A in the second term for all the subjects. Alright, so let's answer this question in our Hades SQL. So our fifth question asks us the average 2 decimal places in the marks obtained by the students in the class 11A in the second term for all the subjects. So for this one we need to select the rounded average mark here, rounded off to 2 decimal points, as term 2 average mark. Alright, so we're taking this from the student exam mark record table, exam mark record we are going to join in all our tables here. Student table on student exam mark record dot student index number is equal to student dot index number. Alright, next our class table, inner join class on class dot class id is equal to student dot class underscore class id. Alright, inner join our exam term on student exam mark record dot exam term id is equal to exam term dot term underscore id. Next we're going to join in our subject. Join subject on subject dot subject id is equal to student exam mark record dot subject underscore subject id. Alright, so here the condition is going to be where class dot class name is equal to 11a. Alright, and the exam term name is the second term, so exam underscore term dot term name is equal to second term. Alright, so let's run this query. So yeah, we need to have a space between 11a. Alright, so we have our average marks as 76.52. so basically this is how we use our minimum, average and round SQL functions using the help of our inner join SQL function. I hope these questions helped you how to use these functions productively. Thank you for watching this video.